Insider secret number 3 is lead with heart. Do you like chocolate cake? I kind of like chocolate cake. I also like chocolate icing. And if it's a really, really good chocolate cake with really, really good icing, oh man. But you gotta have a great chocolate cake. You can't just have chocolate icing or else you get sick. I like to stuff my face with good food. Always have. And lesson number 3, secret number 3 is leading with heart. I like to think of leading with heart as your base, your chocolate cake, a moist, delicious chocolate cake that literally slides down my throat, that I don't need a lot of saliva to digest because the ooey gooiness of it, especially if it's like a half-baked one, warms and soothes and nurtures me. And the world teaches us to make sure our icing is impeccable. That's the window dressing. Make sure you're polished and professional, but that doesn't bring people to you. What I've found in the last 14 months, and a half months since doing ENTV, is lead with heart. The more I lead with my heart, I ensure that my chocolate cake is ooey and gooey. And if you don't like chocolate cake, think of some other cake you like in your mouth. That on its own, it's so satisfying that any icing on top of that is like gasms galore. And I see coaches struggling with this, that they're leading with their icing. A delicious chocolate cake was never meant to be led with icing. Icing was meant to be what you throw on top after you already got your chocolate cake set. Insider secret number 3 is lead with your heart. That's the chocolate cake. Make sure that the heart is front and center. I'm learning the more I do this and bring my heart right out front. Everyone knows what I'm about. They know what the chocolate cake's like. They know how it tastes. It's satisfying all on its own. And people that don't like chocolate cake, they leave. Great. Any icing I do on top of that is just a simple bonus. But if I reverse that recipe and I try to lead with my icing, and that's the main thing people are eating, they're going to get sick. And it's not going to satisfy them the same way that an appropriate amount of icing on top of an already nourishing, delicious, scrumptious chocolate cake. Just thinking about that, right? So that is insider secret number 3. You do not have to show up polished. You do not have to show up professional. Look at this hair. This isn't professional. It doesn't matter. That's icing. What matters is my cake, does it make people water? Does it make their mouths water? If you make your audience's mouth water, it's not because you're icing. It's because you're leading with the essence of who you are, unapologetically. You're stepping into your greatness, your zone of genius. And if you're an ENTV today and you want to step more into that zone of genius, comment me on this post. I'd love to know who I'm talking to. No, comment chocolate cake on this post. I want to help you step more into making the best freaking chocolate cake you can. We want to give you mic, stage, and audience here so that the people that need to eat your chocolate cake can discover who you are, because it's so loudly broadcast around this community, whether it's in interviews or first date networking events, which are not dating events for those of you that are curious. They're just freaking networking events. I just like to play on words. Or also in our new speaker contest. We want people salivating over your chocolate cake. If they don't know you have a chocolate cake, then why are you expecting them to buy it? They have to experience your chocolate cake. And then any icing you do on top of that, whether it's like a chocolate cream cheese or like a buttercream chocolate icing or a vanilla buttercream or ice cream. You don't have to have icing. That's all bonus. That's like me fixing my hair. That maybe is a little bit greater, but the essence is get your heart out there. And I'm learning the more I get my heart out there, the more people want to eat my chocolate cake. Would you like people to want to eat your chocolate cake? I'd like to know who you are so I can help support you. Comment chocolate cake below, and I want to back the people that are all about leading with the cake first, knowing that we'll get the icing figured out down the road. They don't buy it because of the icing. They buy it because the baseline is correct. They got the recipe down, and out of the oven, that cake is making them gasm. It's mouth gasms galore. and they're drooling over your chocolate cake. I want to help them drool over your chocolate cake. This is insider secret number 3 that I am in the process of learning. So lead with more of this. The polish, the hair, that can happen down the road. They don't buy because of the hair. They buy because of the heart.